this chilled looking hand comes out and it hits it, but you notice that it just pats all the fire out on him and then disappears. All right. All right, so Scarecrow number 2, still focused on Larry Embers with his first attack of 13.
No, he's got 16.
He has a 16, okay. All right, first one. And the second one is an 18. That definitely hits. And as it claws into you, you take 9 damage. And it slashes you, kind of catching you across the throat above your armor and drags down into it, kind of ripping your armor as well. It is the end of the Scarecrow's next turn. It is your turn there, Larry Embers.
I'd like to, so if I do produce flame, can I also attack that same turn, or do I have to wait a turn?
Is the produce flame an action, or is it a bonus action?
It's an action.
Oh, so you would have to wait to the next turn.
Okay. So I'm not particularly scared of this thing since he wasn't able to hit me in the first place, and I'll produce flame, hold it in my hand like this, and go, #wait for it.
All right.
Oh, no, he can attack with the produce flame in the same turn.
He can?
I can?
Yes.
Okay.
It just ends the flame, though. Once I attack with it, it's over.
All right, so go ahead, sir.
12.
Oh, just hits.
Ooh.
So go ahead and roll for damage. And it's doubled.
Right. 4 fire damage.
Total? Did
No.
you double that?
No, 8 total.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, you're rolling bad tonight.
Like, man, you suck.
So after you watched Lazarus's chill touch pat all the fire out on the thing, you produce this flame in your hand and smack the holy hell out of it and catching it back on fire. And it's just his face is on fire and it's starting to melt off. It looks over, once it does, its head kind of turns over and looks at Lazarus. Lazarus, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
14.
14, that saves. You look at it and you see it's one of its eyes just melting away, its mask, so you don't get intimidated or frightened by it. Ulag, it's your turn.
I will try to attack with Green Flame Blade again.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be 21.
That's a hit.
5 fire damage.
Total?
That's
Remember, it's doubled.
So if it's double, it'll be 10.
10. All right, so as you see it cut, the green flame blade comes out of nowhere and just completely cuts through this scarecrow, cutting straight down in the middle of its head into it. You see this half of its body kind of go that way, but it's stuck at the waist. And it turns to you and it just starts hobbling over to you. As it falls dying, it falls on you, and you take 3 fire damage.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
How many did you get back?
I got 9 back. Well, was there anything remarkable about the scarecrows?
No, they're magically induced creatures.
Okay.
I'd like to have like a super macho moment and say, like, I know y'all saw me scare that scarecrow, but it's just for some mystical shit. I'm not scared of a fucking scarecrow. It's bullshit. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of anything. Mystical voice that's coming from nowhere.
I cast my mage, pat him on the back, and say, "It's okay."
And that immediately makes the flames on my head rise. But I also realize that I like you and it evens out by me just going and then walking forward. I'm not used to having friends.
All right, so as y'all walk down the road, the time really hasn't changed that much. It hasn't. Time has passed. You're probably about 5 hours into your walk. Really, there's been no seemingly passage of time because the sky's been dark the whole time, overcast. The mist is still crawling across the ground. And as you walk down the road, ahead of you see tall shapes looming out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets.
There's crybabies in this town.
But y'all walk into town, you notice the streets are empty. All the windows seem to be there's no light whatsoever in any of the houses. Maybe a few have some. And as y'all get kind of close to the center of town, so y'all go into it kind of northeast, and then you cut east along into what would be, I guess, the center of town, because then you have a road that cuts northwest, one that cuts south, and one that cuts all the way, keep continuing east. There's buildings all around you, houses, different types of, there's assuming that there's an inn, a tavern, all this other kind of stuff. I mean, you just can't make it out just yet. But in the middle of that, that sobbing that you heard goes away, and it's replaced by this, you just start hearing in the distance words. You can't make out the words just yet. I need everybody to give me a perception check, please.
17.
6.
15.
So Ulag and Lazarus, both of y'all look, and in the mist you see this humanoid shape kind of appear, and it seems to be pushing something, and it's walking through the mist towards you. Larry Embers, you're picking your nose or something. You don't really notice it. But as it gets closer to you, you start hearing what those words were saying, and you hear pastries for sale. They give you sweet dreams. Emerge from the fog where you're at and get it closer so that you can see. You see this old lady pushing a cart that has got like these pastry puff type things all over them. And as she comes out and gets closer, she sees y'all and she goes, "I have not seen y'all here before. You must be strangers."
Yes.
I'm going to instantly be incredibly nice to her and say, yes, indeed, we are strangers from far land, and we are seeking these wonderful pastries that you speak of, because I personally need an escape from time to time from the thoughts in my head.
Oh, these pastries will do that. Definitely.
I'll take 5.
She actually looks at you and she goes, "The first one's on the house, honey."
Oh, wonderful. I'll take 6. Thank you.
Then she tells you that they are 5 silver each.
Can I get 10 for 40 silver?
Sure, I'll make a deal with you.
All right.
While they're doing this, I am just going to sit down and drink more of my ale.
I've already eaten my one that's on the house while she's bagging up the other 10.
No, don't eat it. It puts you to sleep. Okay. So
Too late now.
it is too late now. So as you bite into this pastry, you start to feel a little bit tired, and you kind of just lay on the ground and go to sleep. Yeah, and you see him, he looks like a puppy where he's just like, and the lady, the older lady looks at y'all and go, It is very unfortunate that you have found your way to this land.
I want to grab her by the shirt and yell at her, "Why'd she poison the genasi?
Oh,
What have you done?" I'm going to shake her violently and yell
and
at her.
as you do that, she grabs your hand, and you feel like this incredible strength in her, like almost crush her hand and pull it away from you and kind of just give it to you. And he's like, "Honey, he's just dreaming sweet dreams."
You can hear me say in my dreams that, "Don't mess with her, okay?
These dreams are an escape from this world.
It's okay."
What have you done to him?
The pastries did it. I just explained this.
What's in the pastries?
Magic.
I can't say anything.
Yeah, Daniel's out.
I'm on heroin. Like the really good stuff from Amsterdam.
The pastry dragon.
Yes.
I'll go and I'll try to wake up Daniel.
I'm riding the cake dragon.
Okay.
Slap him around a few times.
Thanks again, everybody, for checking this out. That was episode 1, part 3 of Curse of Strahd campaign in our 10-minute sessions. If you liked it, subscribe here. Yeah, right there, I think. And if you want to continue, you can watch part 4 of episode 1 right there. Have a great rest of y'all's day. We'll see you soon. Be safe. Peace.